What's up, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you how I made $4,000 a day day trading the Nasdaq. It was a one and done type of day. I took one single trade and came out with $4,000 on the day. So let's go ahead and dive in the charts. I'm going to show you where I took the trade, why I took the trade, and what I'm looking for next. Let's get into it. All right, before we dive into the trade, you can look at the accounts here on the right side. On this account, I'm up 570 bucks. On this account, I'm up $1,700. And then on this account here, I'm up another $1,700. So coming out just a little under $4,000, but we're going to call it $4,000 anyways. So on the day today, when we opened, we came out super strong, right? The buyers were in control. The bulls were here, right? We went just straight up. So on days like this, I usually do not want to take a trade unless I get a pullback that makes sense for me to go long off of or to buy. So seeing this, I'm not wanting to trade any of this, right? I'm letting this just go and just continue ripping and ripping and ripping. I'm just sitting on my hands at this point. Now, we did get a little bit of a pullback and some consolidation. I saw this consolidation here where we tried to go up, make new highs, got rejected, but we had a strong support down here. If I get my line tool, we had a strong support right here at this line where we were not breaking down and trying to make a new low. I was trying to see if we came down and retested this area down here where we retest this wick, but it did not. So we just continue to hold support. Now, when I saw us make this wick down, this is where I started to get interested in the trade. We made this move down and we did not break this low. This wicked down and we did not break this low. Buyer stepped right back up and bought us back up. So on this buy up here from this wick, I got in right here, right? And my profit target was for us to run these highs. On Delta, we didn't really see a whole lot of buyers coming through, but I was confident in the fact that we did not make a new low. Buyers were stepping up. The overall trend on the day was bullish. We were continuing moving up. So I had a long bias, right? I'm automatically thinking that the market wants to continue moving upwards. And so that's exactly what happened here. We got bought up. I entered this. It took a little bit for it to get moving, but eventually it did get caught in a buy up where it ripped up and ripped new highs. I did ride it all the way up, but then it started dropping back down where I took my profits. I could have held on to it longer, obviously, but you know, as a trader, you never want to think like that. You just want to take what the market gives you. And in this scenario, on this one account, this was a $575 trade. But on my other two accounts, because I trade larger size on those accounts, it was a $1,700 trade for both accounts. So I only took one trade today. That's it. I took one trade. This trade lasted less than 5 minutes. I think a total trade time was like 3 minutes or something like that. All right. So 3 minutes, $575 on this one account and 17 on the others, coming out to $4,000 on the day. Now, I was expecting a little bit of consolidation and some slower moves because we had FOMC minutes coming out today. And since this was the morning session and FOMC minutes come out in the afternoon, typically what you see is you get a little bit of volume early day. And then as like you get to mid morning, that volume will just die out and everything will slow way down and consolidate until we get the news drop of FOMC minutes. So with that in mind, I knew that I wasn't going to take very many trades a day. And because I had one really solid trade, that put me up really nicely on the day, that it just didn't make sense for me to trade anymore. There's no need to overtrade. Once you get your profits, you want to just take that and just bounce, right? You don't ever want to overtrade and give it back. So I took that one trade and I bounced. FOMC minutes did come out and we did drop a little bit here. But overall, there wasn't a very big reaction. Looks like we're going to chop a few up here the rest of the afternoon. Now, what I'm looking for next, if I go on a larger time frame, we're still kind of just chopping this range, right? We broke out of it a little bit, which is where I actually took that trade where we caught this buy up. But we came right back down into this trading range. So coming into tomorrow, there's a lot of news dropping tomorrow. We have job openings tomorrow and a couple other things dropping as well. I have to look at that, but it's going to be a pretty volatile day. So I would expect to see us either break out of this range, either to the upside or to the downside. So if we break up to the upside, I'm going to want to see us break 432 up here. But if we break the downside, I want to see us break 255 down here. And we would probably catch a downward spiral if we did that. So that's what I'm looking at coming into tomorrow. Overall, a really solid day. Super happy with my execution. Again, it only takes one trade to make your whole day. In this case, this one trade made my whole entire week. Right. So it's like I don't have a need to trade. And you never want to be in a position where you feel like you have to trade, right? So one trade makes your whole week. And that's what happened today. Super happy with that. If you guys have not already, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And also, starting next week, I was going to start live streaming this week, but I decided not to because of some events going on this week. So I decided to push the live streams to next week. So if you have not already, hit the subscribe button. And on Monday, I will be live, and you will be able to catch the live streams then. So hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.